Thank you, Chairman. As the MP for Woking, housing's the top issue in my inbox. As a select committee, we looked at the impact living in temporary accommodation is having on children. Yeah. And in the last 5 years, poor quality accommodation was named on the death certificate of 74 children. 58 were under the age of 1. We need more housing. It is killing some of the next generation because of our poor quality housing and the lack of housing. The government needs to do more, and I think you know that. When the government came into office, so on the 4th of July 2024, it promised, in quotes, a long-term housing strategy would be published in the coming months. It's the 11th of November 2025, and we've still not had any sign of it. When will we have that strategy that will deliver the homes we need?
Yeah, no, thank you. Really, really good question. And I'd have seen similar things in my constituency to what you've experienced in yours. There was a panorama programme on the appalling quality of some temporary accommodation in Croydon, in part of my constituency, that had cockroaches running around, rats and mice in the property, nowhere outside for the kids to go and play. Absolutely unacceptable. And that was some years ago now. So essential for this government coming in that we start to address some of those problems. Now, we had the appalling case of Ishaq Awab, who died, Awab Ishaq, who died as a result of dangerous levels of damp and mould in the accommodation that his family were living in, and the frequent complaints that his parents made to their social landlord were ignored, and tragically in the end Awab died. Now Awab's law has now come into force a couple of weeks ago. I've been to visit families who will be benefiting from that. They can expect redress within 24 hours if they're reporting seriously dangerous conditions of that kind in social housing. We intend to roll that out to people living in private rented accommodation as well. So we are starting to make progress in those areas. There's a new decent home standard, a minimum energy efficiency standard that is being brought into homes, and the government that will give both tenants and landlords greater clarity around the expectations. In terms of the longer term housing strategy, we are still working on that inevitably.
Is there a draft ready, Secretary of State?
Well, I mean, because we've had a change of ministers, we do need to make sure that it is something that we're going to be fully comfortable with when it comes out. So we will get it out as soon as we can.
So you are working on something?
We are working on it currently, okay. Yes, and we want to get it to you as soon as we can. I'm a bit wary of giving you a date now, in case the date I give you is wrong, but we can correspond afterwards perhaps, and I can give you more certainty around that.
Steve, the previous Secretary of State said we'd get it, and the Housing Minister said we'd get it by Christmas. Yeah. We were almost promised it wouldn't be on Christmas Eve, which is a normal housing local government announcement. You're now saying you haven't promised by Christmas. Why is the changeover in ministers resulting in such a delay to whether it's the housing strategy or the homelessness strategy?
If there's any delay, it will be absolutely minimal. But I don't want to make commitments to you and then give you a report that I'm not fully comfortable with. So we're talking weeks, if anything. And if I can meet that deadline, then I'll meet that deadline.
One question. Obviously, we've had assurances, whether it's on homeless strategy or housing strategy, we'd get them by Christmas. Yep. You're now saying that if it might be weeks different. Are we saying by the end of January we should have those strategies that we can judge you on?
I'm wary of giving you a hard date now, but my intention would be to be before that, yeah.